Hello, Dr. Tawana Worlds by birth, also known as a disruptor. Did you know that millions who grow up in poverty also die in poverty? Have you ever heard the saying, what good can come out of the hood? Well, I'm here to disrupt for just a minute. Yes, I was that little girl that grew up in the hood, grew up in the ghetto, single mother, absent father, eating out of the trash can just to survive. But I was also that girl that determined way back then that I was not going to become a product of my past. And now I help others do the same thing. I'm not a victim, I'm a victor. I help men and women from similar backgrounds find value in their own vault and create wealth from within. Hey, what's going up? What's going on, everybody? What's going on, cousins? Let me get this set up real quickly. All right, let me get started over here. I'm going to greet everybody all at once. All right, hey, what's going on, Instagram, cousins, Facebook, and YouTube? It is your girl, Dr. Tawana Worlds. You do see the title. This is an urgent prophetic warning that I'm going to be sharing here on this live broadcast pertaining to the United States of America. Definitely welcome everybody who is tapping in, whether you are here for the first time or you are returning. You always come and hang with your girl, Dr. Worlds. I kindly ask that you pay your admission fee to be on this broadcast, which is simply a like, a share, a tag, an invite, whatever it is that you got to do on these platforms to get the message to other people. I kindly ask that you would take 30 seconds to do so, okay? I want to share a couple of things with you all. This is an urgent prophetic warning to America that I am going to be sharing. I'm going to lay the foundation in just a moment, but I want you guys to definitely share this with everybody, wherever you can, however you can, on these platforms that I'm streaming to, which is YouTube, Facebook, and Instagram, all simultaneously. Okay. While you do that, I'm going to go ahead and get pulled up and sent over exactly what I'm going to be sharing with you. And then we're going to go ahead and get started. Okay. All right. Hold on one second. And I hope all is well. Thank you. If you have shared, thank you so very much. I want to get what I want to say up here on the screen first. Okay. And so I want to make sure I have all of that so that it's a smooth shot and we get in, get out, and I'll hop off your timeline. I have been saying, and I hate to sound so redundant, but I have been saying, I'll start by saying this first. Y'all know I've been knocking down y'all doors. I'm the persistent neighbor, okay? I'm gonna knock, I'm gonna bang, I'm gonna kick on your door because of the things that are happening and transpiring. We need to be wide awake, and not only wide awake sitting around, but actually wide awake and doing something, that making some type of movement that will protect or preserve us from all that is happening. With that being said, I've been sharing a lot of stuff with y'all. If y'all have not been brought up to speed, or have been tapped in over here, then you probably missed a lot of things that I've been sharing just to keep us up to date on what's going on and why it's happening. There is the greatest reset getting ready to come. I don't listen to everybody. I need y'all to get some more people in here because everybody should know. At least everybody should have the ability to know what is going on. Okay. Um, I don't listen to everybody. I don't follow everybody. Okay. I am not a super religious person. I've walked this walk with the Lord for quite some time. All my life I've been called, but I've actually walked with God for quite some time. And ever since I have been walking with Him, whenever He tells me to say something, I say it. Whatever He tells me to say something, I say it. I don't pretend to be somebody that I'm not. I don't always have a word for you if He don't have a word for you. Okay. When He speaks to one, He speaks to many. That's for sure. And whenever He tells me to say something, I will. It don't matter the repercussions, the backlash. It's going to take me an encyclopedia to tell you guys all of the things that I have endured behind the scenes to be able not only to stand as a watchman and pronounce and declare, but to also put my money where my mouth is and be an example and lead others. It's never easy when you lead others, okay? Um, but I've been telling y'all what He's been telling me, and everything that He has said has come to pass. I don't know if there's some people who were watching the lives around January, February of this year. There was a specific word that He gave to us, that I announced on the live. Hi, brother. How are you? I'm going to be delivering some things to you this week. Okay. And I thank you for your patience and your grace, but your community and your store will be delivered to you this week. And then make sure you check the land banking group because we will be getting started. Make sure if you in any groups that you check in, okay? So I come by here and I share. I don't pretend to be anybody that I'm not. But in January or either February, the Most High told me to release this word that we needed to be building, and we needed to be building in haste, that we needed to get multiple streams of income, and that we needed to do it by the summertime. He said 6 months. And I remember specifically saying June or July. And I released it, and I went on back to doing what I've been doing, what He's commanded me to do. I don't listen to everybody because I don't want to be contaminated by anybody else, right? Not only that, I don't want to hear from God through another man. I'm desperate to hear from Him, from His lips to my ears, because I don't want to be misled, right? That's always been my prayer. And so I'm going to address something in just a moment because God revealed something to me, and I'm going to do it on live because I must do it on live. Nevertheless, I want to show you and allow you to see and hear what is happening and what is getting ready to happen. And the reason why I say I don't listen to everybody is because I don't. But there are a few that I listen to. And I'm going to share with you receipts of when this man has spoken, it has come to pass. And the reason why I'm sharing it, it was shared with me, but it was confirmation. And that's what comes with having a relationship with God. Things that I have said to you, you will hear this man confirm. I believe he is a mouthpiece for the Most High God, but even still in that, there are times where I can't listen to anybody. There are times when I can't listen to everybody. So I don't listen to everybody. But when the time is needed, there's only a handful that I know for sure hears directly from the Spirit of the living God. And this is probably going to shock some of y'all. And I hate to say I told you so, but I told you so. I hate to say I told you so, but I told you so. And when I told you so, it was not for entertainment. When I told you so, it was not just another live stream. When I told you so, it was not to be taken lightly. But before we get into that, I don't know what is going on with the world wars. Okay. Trump did declare there's going to be war between, Russia and Hamas. I'm going to show y'all that in a minute. They won't stop fighting. God said they wouldn't stop fighting. When Donald Trump won the presidency, I was not one of the ones saying, yes, oh my God, we're going to go back to normal. We're going to get this golden moment. Oh my God, everything is going to be great, because that's not what God told me. God told me I'm going to allow that man to take presidency to buy y'all a little bit more time. Both parties are this is what he said. And if you got virgin ears, then pardon my offense, because this may offend you. But I wanted to ask God about both parties. That's why I'm able to stand boldly and confidently and flat-footed and tell you exactly what he told me. I'm not neither left or right. I'm up. I'm kingdom. So I can care less about these people. They don't know me. I don't know them. I pray for them because I am commanded. Whether I like them or not, I will not go along with the fad. I will not be with the blacks hating the whites. I will not be with the whites hating the blacks. I will not be on board because somebody's skin color. I will not do that. Okay. I go with what God goes with. And if God can use an evil king, he can use anybody. If God can use Saul, it's just the people of this dispensation of time that don't know nothing about God. So now they fight and they funk and have smoke with each other over politics. But when I went to God, because I wanted to know for myself, not what Joy Reid was saying, not what Laura Ingraham was saying, not what Candace or what, no shade to you, Candace was saying, not what MSNBC, CNN, not what nobody was saying. I wanted to know what God said about what was going on in this world and how it would affect, impact, how we should move, how we should strategize. I wanted to know from the source, period. So I asked him, I said, which party is sent by you? Because I don't participate in elections. I just don't. I'm not putting my hand cock, my signature, my allegiance, or my agreement on anything I don't know about. I don't know if you cheating on your wife. I don't know if you a freak. I don't know if you don't like certain people. I'm not co-signing anything like that because I'm going to be held accountable for that. So I don't vote in elections. But I wanted to know. This party saying that, this party saying that. He took me to the scripture. And he showed me two whores. They were sisters. They were two whores. Both of them was whoring around. One was just more of a whore than the other one was. And I had my answer right then and there. They come from the same place. They sit at the same table. One sin is just a little bit worse or magnified than the other, but they both dirty. Okay, cool. I don't need you caught up in that over there. I need you focused on this over here. In order to get to your destination, you have to look ahead. And you cannot look to the left or the right. You cannot get stuck or stagnant. You will have to lead people. You can't swerve into other people's lane. That is how collisions happen. So that is what I have been doing. And he has been telling me along the journey, tell my people, tell my people, tell my people, tell my people. Every time I come, tell my people. I don't ever come here to sell you something. I always come to edify, to exhort, to warn, to educate, to give. Always. Always. You cannot say that I do not. I always come and do that and have been doing that. And when he tell me to say something, I'm going to say it. With that being said, I'm going to say this first, because there has been some unnatural, unnecessary type of warfare that I have dealt with behind the scenes that just don't make no sense. And I'm not going to get into too much detail. Like I said, it will take an encyclopedia. We're beyond a book. I don't even know how I'm still standing, y'all. If I didn't know God, I wouldn't know how I was still standing, because you cannot even fathom. And this ain't even, I've never came here and played the sympathy card. Oh my God, if I'm going through something, I'm just going to let you know, this is what's up on the menu right now. But I'm still persevering. I'm still pushing through. I ain't going nowhere. I'm not going nowhere. I'm still here. And this is the battle. This is the fire that I'm in right now. I don't come saying, pray for me, I need help. No, just give me grace. I got you covered. I'm still serving y'all while I'm still bleeding, while I'm still trying to lead my children, while I'm still trying to run businesses, while I'm still trying to put other people on, while I'm still doing community work, while behind the scenes I'm still serving people, trying to help them stay in their homes, keep their lights on, food on the table. I'm still doing all of these things. I'm still here. Okay? But you wouldn't even be able to fathom, because I can't. And I'm me. However, I refuse to go down. And I refuse to be outside of God's will. And whenever he tell me to say something, I have said it. I have come here and cried about it. To love God's people and don't want to see nothing happen to them because of the magnitude and the depths of my pain. I would never, ever want anybody to endure or go through this. And when God told me to stop praying for people, because people gonna be people, it was just like, I don't know what to say, y'all. Still makes me very, very emotional. Still makes me very emotional. But I'm still a watchman. And I still got to come by here. So I went through a lot, right? And I began to seek God real bad. Like, where is this coming from? How is this even allowed? I'm just really, really crying out to God, right? And so this weekend, it was a little bit more intense, because there's levels to prayer. When you seek, you will find. If you don't find it when you seek, ask and it will be given to you. If when you ask, well, I said it backwards, ask, seek, knock. That's the levels. When you ask and it is not given to you, seek. That's a different level of prayer. And you shall find. If you seek and do not find, you need to knock on the door. I need immediate attention. This is due on demand. Okay? Levels. So I had to go to the knocking stage. What is this? And after I prayed, I left it like that. I'm believing God to reveal to me. Is this something that I've done? Is this something that somebody else has done? What legal right does the enemy have to fight this hard. And I went to sleep on last night. And what the Lord revealed to me was very shocking. Anybody I've ever disconnected from, I've never disrespected. I don't announce who I disconnect from. I don't announce who, we may have gone our separate ways. Our journey, our season has ended. I never announce that. I never tear down because I'm a builder. Okay. I'm not an excavator. I'm in the builder department. So I build up. I'll let God deal with you if you wrong me. But God revealed to me somebody that was really close to me been putting their mouth on me. And not only putting their mouth on me, but taking my photos and sharing them and having others speak word curses over me. So because he showed me that, I have an assignment to do, okay? Gonna be real quick. And I wrote out a prayer because I was gonna come here earlier and I was gonna go 100% in. I don't play with demons, y'all. And this person itself even knows I don't play with demons. If you stab me once, you do not get a chance to stab me again. If you disconnect yourself from me, you don't get a second chance to reconnect. That's just how I am. Loyalty and relationships are everything to me. Honestly, that is the currency because there ain't going to be no money carrying you to your final resting place. It's going to be people. And wealth does not consist of money. It consists of having a tribe of people. So relationships I value. When we come to the end of our rope, we just come to the end of our rope. Everybody that is assigned to a season is not meant for the journey. You may be assigned to 2 or 3 seasons, but you're still not qualified for the journey. And so I'm not going to expose the name on this slide, but you know who you are because you watch me. And I know who you are because God revealed who you are to me last night. You can no longer hide. And I was going to come here in war mode and cut your whole entire head off in the realm of the spirit. Because I would never, ever wish harm, speak harm, do any ill to you. I have loved you with a godly, agape, philios, brotherly love. And even in disconnecting from you, I never disrespected you. I never slandered you. I never even told anybody we disconnected. I still will send people your way because there ain't no bad blood in me at all towards any human being. You're not even that powerful enough to make me relinquish my power and give you some type of control over me. And you know that. But what I will say is this. Because you caused harm to me and my family through your envy and through your untreated trauma, you became the DJ for the devil. I'm going to give you 72 hours to confess who you are before I expose who you are. And the reason why I'm dealing with this publicly is because the Lord, who never lies, and if you do say that he lied, then you're going to have to deal with him on that level. But I know who you are, sis. Still consider you a sis and not an enemy. I know exactly who you are. And what you meant for evil will be turned for my good. But you have 72 hours to repent openly, or you can hit me up in my messenger. In 72 hours, I will bring you before the courts of heaven and the realm of spirit and ask the Lord to vindicate me. I'm going to pray and let you know that I forgive you. I was very sorrowful, even though I was in war mode, because you caused me great harm spiritually in a weakened place. When I lost my children in a weakened place, the very person I uplifted, loved you, took care of you real good. You have been and still was speaking ill and evil against me and my life and my business. And there's always consequences to that. I did not anoint myself, but one thing that God says for sure, touch not my anointed. So you have 72 hours. And the reason I will expose you openly in 72 hours is because you and your followers and everybody who co-signed your wickedness. Because clearly the Lord showed me you taking my business photos, sharing it, and then allowing people who don't even know me. I seen the conversation, cursing me with their words in your comment section. So, and particularly there was a man, particularly people that you have sent to come and watch my lives so that y'all can chitter chatter. I condemn every word you spoke against my life, my family, my business, out of bitterness, out of hurt, because I disconnected. I take authority over every word curse that you've spoken. I could return it back to sender, but I'm not. I'm going to show you grace. I will not fight evil with evil, and you will never, ever get that benefit to make my good be evil spoken of. But this is your warning. God will definitely vindicate me if I take you before the courts of heaven and ask God to render. My hands are 100% clean. 100% clean. My heart is free and pure. And I'm very confident to take you before the courts. Y'all gonna learn to stop playing with people you do not know where they rank with God. Everybody ain't just ordinary people. Many are called, but few are chosen. That's a different category. And you can let social media and all this other stuff hype you up, pump you up, put your mouth on the wrong one. So I condemn, and condemn means I make you utterly wicked in the realm of the spirit. No weapon formed against me shall prosper, and every tongue that rises against me in judgment, I utterly condemn. For this is the heritage, this is my inheritance, to condemn you in the realm of the spirit and make your words wicked. So 72 hours, you did it loud and proud. Even if you're watching right now, I forgive you. I want you to know that. I still love you. And if you ever needed something, my due diligence to the master is to make sure that you don't go without. But because of the harm that you caused in the realm of the spirit, I will ask the Lord to vindicate you. Straight up. So let me go ahead and say this little prayer. You know who you is. 72 hours. I'm going to expose you for who you are. And I've seen the people you've been communicating with, but you've been the ringmaster of it. And definitely God will vindicate me. You put other people into it, so therefore you must repent, because you brought other people into it, people that know me and people that don't know me. And let this be a PSA for everybody else. I'm definitely going to get into what I came here for, but I'm going to tell the devil straight up. I'm going to expose him, and then I'm going to bind up his works. You have been found out. And every other monitoring spirit that like to come and watch and peek and take back and run, you have been warned. What you don't think I'll see in the natural, he will reveal to me in the spirit. That's his job as a father. For me not to be ignorant of Satan's devices. People really got to tread lightly, because you don't know what God didn't ask somebody to go through. You don't know what God didn't call somebody to. You may not agree with them. You may don't even like them, and you are entitled to that. But you cannot touch his spirit upon that person, regardless to how you feel. And a lot of people then got themselves in trouble for that and that alone. So I'm going to go ahead and take care of that monitoring spirit real quick. And then I'm going to go ahead and pray for her. Father, I just bless you. I praise you in the mighty name of Yeshua HaMashiach, also known as Jesus Christ, the King of glory, the Lord of hosts, the commander of heaven's armies. I rise today in full authority, clothed in your righteousness and armed with the sword of the Spirit, which is your word. Now, according to Luke 10:19, you said in your word that, behold, you have given me power to tread on serpents and scorpions and over all the power of the enemy, and nothing shall by any means necessary harm me. Give me 1 second. I'm sorry. Satan, the Lord rebukes you. I was trying to turn that off so it wouldn't do that again. I take that power right now and I tread on every monitoring spirit, serpent sent to watch, delay, and destroy. According to Isaiah 54:17, no weapon that is formed against me, my family, my purpose, my destiny helpers, those that I am assigned to, those that are assigned to me shall prosper. I condemn every spiritual tongue and every spiritual eye that has raised themselves against me. Let their arrows turn to dust and their plans collapse in confusion. According to 2 Kings 6:17, open their eyes, Lord, so that they may see. Lord, open my eyes even greater in the realm of the spirit. Surround me with chariots of fires. Let angelic warriors patrol my territory, my family, my borders, my boundaries, my finances, and my future. According to Psalms 91:1, he who dwells in the secret place of the Most High shall abide under the shadow of the Almighty. I hide in your shadow. I live there. I dwell there. I am not exposed. I am not available to the enemy. I declare supernatural camouflage. I am hidden from every spiritual drone or demonic tracker. I thank you that you frustrate the device of the crafty so that their hands cannot perform their enterprises and carry out their plans. Father, I thank you for frustrating every satanic device. Let every monitoring demon assignment malfunction, every spell, every chant, every astral projection, every soul tie or spiritual gadget, let it be crushed by your power. There is no entrenchment against Jacob, according to Numbers 23 and 23. There is no divination against Israel. I declare there is no witchcraft that can touch me. Hallelujah. Or my family, or anything that pertains to me, belongs to me, oversaw by me, in the mighty name of Jesus Christ of Nazareth. Father God, I bind every monitoring spirit assigned to my name, my purpose, my family, those that you have assigned to me, my city, and my bloodline. I lose fire to destroy every altar where my name or likeness is being used, where my photos are being used. Father, you said, according to Psalms 35 and 8, let destruction come upon them unaware, and let his net that they hide catch them themselves in it. I refuse, I choose not to pray that prayer, even though that is my portion and that is your word that I can stand on. I choose to forgive. I choose to show grace. I declare I am divinely clad. I walk in supernatural invisibility. Every demonic watcher is now blinded, and every eavesdropper is now deafened. Let every agent of darkness be exposed, expelled, and erased. I move forward with power. I move forward with peace. And I move forward with provision. Now, I come before you, seated in my identity as a blood-washed, spirit-filled child of God, walking in dominion and discernment. Today, I bring before you your daughter, this woman who you revealed to me, the one that sent assignments to monitor me, to mimic me, and to curse me. I thank you, Father, for the revelation, for exposing what was hidden in darkness, and for preserving my purpose in the midst of spiritual attacks. I acknowledge and I declare this person is not my enemy, but she has been influenced, entangled, and used by the enemy. And so I decree. I release her. I forgive her, not by my flesh, but by the grace of your spirit, Abba. You said in your word, Luke 23:34, Father, forgive them, for they know not what they do. I extend that same grace to her. I will not hold bitterness, resentment, or fear. I will lay it here. In 72 hours, I will bring her before the court. And whatever charges I will present before you, oh God. I will not allow her curse to become my chain. That's what I will not do. I cancel every one of her word curses, my photos that have been transferred, any soul ties from past relationship, and the assignment of monitoring it. Every photo, likeness, name, or possession of mine taken to a spiritual base, altar, or a ritual site, I declare it null and void. Let it be consumed by holy fire and covered in the blood of Yeshua. I send confusion into the enemy's camp. Father, you are not the author of confusion, but you will use it to scatter your enemies and minds too. Now let every demonic base where she reported collapse. Let confusion fall on the commanders, and the schemes of darkness fail without remedy. I speak deliverance over her life. Father, you said that you are not willing that any should perish, but that all come to repentance. Father, if she will turn, let her turn now. Let this moment be her encounter with truth. Send conviction, not condemnation. Expose every stronghold she's trapped in and open her eyes. That's my prayer for her, Father. Open her eyes. I return to sender with love and fire every curse that came through her mouth. Every spell spoken over me be reversed and broken by the mighty, majestic name of Jesus Christ. And I bless her with peace. I bless her with healing, and I bless her with repentance. Let her become a testimony, Father, not a tool. I reclaim my image, my brand, my name, my identity, and my assignments. The earth is the Lord's and the fullness thereof, according to Psalms 24:1. No one has legal rights to access my calling, my mantle, or my spiritual inheritance. I take back every stolen dream, every delayed door, every delayed divine connection, and confused season. And I declare divine restoration and acceleration now. You said when the enemy has been found, he can no longer steal, and he must repay sevenfold. And I command the enemy to vomit up everything that was taken and that was stolen through this woman. She must repay according to your word sevenfold. And finally, I bless her. I bless her mind with clarity. I bless her heart with healing. I bless her soul with truth. I bless her steps with repentance. And I bless her mouth that she will one day preach the very gospel she once cursed. Father, I thank you for protecting me, surrounding me with chariots of fire. Guard every gate, ear gate, eye gate, spirit gate, and my home. I dwell in your secret place, and no enemy, no devil, no spirit can access my scroll, my season, my sanctuary, or my soul. In Jesus' mighty name, it is so. Amen. Now, thank you for bearing with me, because if she not live and she didn't fled, she will catch the replay. And the Lord will make certain of that. Your 72 hours have started. Okay. Now, let me share my screen here. And I'm going to hop off in just a moment. All right. So a couple of hours ago, this was the headline. Okay. Americans are on high alert, Trump's war declaration. It's this whole situation with Hamas and Russia telling us you can't tell us what to do. Right now, it's a big old mess over in Ukraine. The people that took to the streets and they want Zelensky out of there. It's just chaotic, right? But Trump is like, look, this is what it is. I've tried to bring y'all to the table, bring a peace treaty between y'all. Things have been broken. It's just a whole lot, okay? The reason why I'm sharing this in particular right here is because this could be something that is used to implement what this prophet just saw. In January, February, when I said that we had 6 months, I also mentioned around that same time that when the COVID and the monkeypox, I think it was COVID and it was RSV, and then it was something else. Like all of them was happening simultaneously. I know it was right at the beginning of the year. That's what I do know, because they were calling it like a super COVID, flu, and RSV. I think that's what it was, pneumonia. They was calling it like the triple demic or something like that, right? So I made a statement, and if you were on that live when I said in 6 months, we have 6 months to prepare, that's what I heard the Spirit of the Lord say, then let me know in the chat that you were on the live. Okay, whether you catching the replay or not, just let me know in the chat. I heard when you said that. Okay, because the Lord always confirms His word among 2 or 3 witnesses. Some things He tell me in secret to write down, to pray about, to pray against, and some things He say, no, I need you to post that because there will be witnesses. Okay, so also around that time when they were talking about this triple demic with the flu and COVID and all of that, the Lord showed me the next attack would come through the air, like a biochemical, something silent where you breathe it in. If you were on any of those lives where I mentioned that, just let me know in the comments below. I remember when you said that. Because now I'm going to share with you the prophecy that is an urgent prophetic warning to the United States of America. Same things that the Lord, because He don't change His word. If He say it, He will send 1,000,000 people to confirm it if need be, and it will all be the same thing. You can go to my YouTube right now at the beginning of the year when I said the lockdowns are coming again. Everything I said this. Now, before I share that video with you, I'm going to share with you, give you some history on how prophetically accurate this person is. And the reason why I'm going to do that is because the prophetic test that God tells us to pay attention to is if a prophet speaks something in my name and it does not come to pass, I didn't send them, and you don't have a reason to be afraid of them. If they speak for me, it will come to pass if I told them to say that. That's the prophetic test. Okay? That is the prophetic test. If what a person say, the Lord said, and they say it and it don't come to pass, they lied. And the Lord said, I didn't send them. But if a person say, the Lord said to tell y'all this, and it comes to pass, I said what I said. Okay? Yep, call this endemic or something. So, brother, you remember when I said it, they called it like a triple demic or something like that. I also stated that what God showed me, they not going to use like what we would think be war. Especially after they raided my hometown in Fresno and found all of this stuff. They had syphilis, they had herpes, they had Divock 19s, put the words backwards, and you know what I'm talking about, what happened in 2020. They had all these viruses and bacteria in a lab being made in Fresno, California. Y'all go look it up. Just type in Fresno, California lab rated, and you will see exactly what I'm talking about. It was all over the news. But I said there's too many of these people doing gain of function research and too many of these people taking sales and experimenting with stuff that the Most High showed me. This next thing is going to be airborne. And if y'all was on my live when I told y'all we need to be buying gas masks, let me know in the chat. I'm just laying a foundation. I saw a post about someone's dream that was confirmed by others with the same dream, that there will be planes in a Miami-like city, all landing on the water, scattering people in fear. Wow. Yeah. COVID, RSV, flu. Yeah. And norovirus. Yes. They called it the superdemic or the tripledemic. I remember sharing it here. Okay. Nevertheless, let me go ahead and take this off right here. And then let me come up here. Let me go to his page first. Okay. Let me make sure y'all can see this. Okay. Let me go to this page first. So somebody sent it to me. Okay. Let me stop the share there and then open up the share over here. All right. So let me go to his actual page so y'all can see history. Okay. Let me go to his pin. Where is his pin post? Okay. He didn't switch them up a little bit, but I'm going to show you some of his prophecies. Scroll down a little bit. We'll go to this one first.
Down.
Okay. Now, I'm going to blow this up real big so you can see. He has like personal Zoom calls with his prophetic team. And when he's recording this, this is actually him doing the Zoom call. When it comes to pass, they will go find the clippings to go exactly with what he said. Right? So here's, you can see this one 24 weeks ago. February 1st, 2025 is when he posted this. But he gave the message like maybe in January sometime. He might share it on here. But let's roll.
That we're going to see in the year 20 and 25, specifically the month of January. Write this down if you're on this Zoom taking notes, or you can put it in the Zoom comments. But in the month of January, we are going to see something like 2 planes crash over water. I saw in the spirit 2 planes crashing like over water. But I also saw in the exact same week, another plane is going to crash. And it's almost like in the same week, we're going to hear about 2 different types of plane crash incidents. But I also saw something in the spirit that was very, very peculiar to me. One of these plane crashes is going to happen in Philadelphia. We're going to hear that one of these plane crashes happened in Philadelphia. And it's going to happen on like a Friday evening, a Friday night, something like that on a weekend. We're going to hear about that. But in the same week, we're going to hear about 2 different plane crash incidents. One of the plane crashes is like 2 planes crashed into one another, and it was over some type of body of water. And then we're going to hear about another plane crashing. And I believe it's going to be the second plane that crashes that's going to happen in Philadelphia. So I need you to write that down. And when I was praying, and when I seen this in prayer, I seen it like it was going to happen like the last week of January. Like it was like we were about to go into February, but we didn't enter into February yet. It was like the last week of January. And so pray about this. Let's pray about these plane crashes that are going to happen in January of 20 and 25, because I'm really, really concerned about the lives. And it was like, on one of these planes, it was like I seen a bunch of kids. And I started weeping and I started crying, because it seemed like on one of these planes, it was a bunch of kids on the planes. And so let's just pray and let's just keep this before God, because I'm really, really concerned about this. Here is something else that I've seen that's going to happen in the year 20 and 25, especially in January. Something else that I want you to write down.
Okay, so they took clips from his Zoom. That's the first one. Okay, I'm not going to go through all of his, but I'm just laying a foundation so you can hear how precise and accurate to the detail. To the detail. Okay? And this is exactly what happened. I'm gonna come up here to maybe to this.
Let me give you the word of the Lord for the month of March. This is what God told me. This is what God said to me for the month of March. Write this down. Isaiah 61:8 says, "For I, the Lord, loves justice. I hate robbery in the burnt offering, and I will faithfully give them their reward and make an everlasting covenant with them." The Spirit of God said to me that this month we will see God as judge. This is the month of justice, says the Lord. The Spirit of God said March is the month of justice. We will see God as judge this month. One of the things that the Spirit of the Lord told me is that he's going to shine light at darkness. He's going to shine light at darkness. There are different things and different activities that are happening in the dark. And the Spirit of the Lord said this month he's going to shine light on darkness. I'm not supposed to be prophesying world events, but I'm telling you, a politician is about to be arrested for something sexual and a few other things that he hid and concealed. But the Spirit of the Lord told me that he...
Third-term senator from Grand Rapids, Justin Eichhorn, was arrested Monday for allegedly trying to solicit sex from a minor. Booked into jail Tuesday night.
Yeah, let me take that off because that word is there in the algorithm. Okay, so that's another one. We'll come up here to this one.
Write this down. We are going to hear something about y'all know that doll, that Barbie doll. We're going to hear something about Barbie, the Barbie doll, something about the Barbie doll and what it's worth. It's like because of the tariff, the Barbie pricing is going to go up. We're going to hear something about the Barbie, something with the Barbie, the doll that the young girls play with. Times is going to put an article out about President Donald Trump and why the tariff of why the 100% tariff on the foreign films doesn't make sense. Times is going to put out an article about why Donald Trump's 100% tariffs on foreign films does not make sense. A lot of the conversation around the tariff thing is going to be revisited. Write this down. We are going to hear something about y'all know that doll.
Okay, so that was another one. I mean, you can go through his page yourself. I'm just laying the foundation so you know that this man has prophesied and been very on point. Very on point. Hold on, let me go up here.
About all of the different flooding that we were going to see in the state of Texas. But another thing that I want us to pray about is the state of California. I looked and I seen in East LA, write this down. I seen in East LA, a car was going to run into a crowd of people and it was going to injure like 30 people. This is going to happen around like a music studio. I don't know if it hit the music studio or if it was in front of a music studio, some type of music building. The way that I seen it, but I do know that I seen a car running into a crowd of people and several people were injured. It was like
Okay. So now we get to this. Well, we're gonna go to this one
because I literally seen like a war breaking out in June of this year, and I'm praying it does not happen. I want to say this to you again. I peeked into the room in the spirit, and I'm not playing. I heard things and I seen things, and we've got to deal with this in the spirit. And so I'm praying against the decision that will expand itself in the month of June. A decision during the summer that is going to be made, that is going to anger the world. There is a decision that's going to be made that's going to wake up another war. I can say that. There is a decision that's going to be made that's going to wake up another war. I spent 4 hours in prayer between last night and this morning, crying and praying that this does not happen. My prayer for each and every person under my voice is that we go into intercession now. Do not wait until the summer. I seen a war bubbling during the summertime. The Spirit of God said to me, this summer will be a summer full of wars. There are going to be all types of wars that are going to break out. And not just like world wars, I mean mental wars. You're going to see the spirit of insanity and delusion like you've never seen it before. This summer will be a summer of war. Come to Jesus, give him your
come to Jesus. And so now we go here. And I will say before we go here, there's another brother. I told y'all I don't listen to everybody, and I don't listen to him all the time, just when the Lord leads. But there was another brother 2 weeks ago. He posted, the Lord said, buy flour. And some people who understood and was like, amen, prophet, because whenever he speaks, it's always accurate, very accurate. He's given these prophecies. He don't be on, social media prophesying. Whenever the Lord releases him to speak, he says it, then he go on about his way. There were some other people actually kind of mocking, well, what we gonna do with flour? And the people were telling him, we don't know what you're going to. People were telling them that know how accurate this man is. And he only speaks when God speaks to him and tell him to say something. Whatever he say, just go by it. And so when I heard this prophecy today, on top of what I hear in my intimate time with God, things that I've shared with y'all, I said, yeah, this is it. So without further ado, just listen.
I want us to prepare ourselves because this morning I seen a vision that the entire nation was restricted. I saw in this vision news headlines that read national restriction. I seen the press secretary address this national restriction. I seen the United States president address the country. And I also seen a lot of news companies around the world begin to address what was going on in the United States, and everyone began to question what is taking place in the US. This is going to happen for at least 5 days, 5 to 7 days. I know it's going to be at least 5 days because I heard that in the vision that the United States was shut down completely. You couldn't go to the grocery store. You couldn't go to the gas station. They were prohibiting you from being able to leave your house. I saw the entire country literally shut down for at least 5 days or more, where you couldn't, there was no activity. The entire nation was at a standstill. It was at a pause. I also saw something else this morning when I was praying. I saw a vision of toxic released in the air where we had to wear masks again. You're going to hear about certain cities in certain states saying that we are going to have to wear masks in that city or wear masks in that state because toxics has been released into the air. Another thing that I heard this morning while I was in prayer is that we're going to deal with an abrupt November. There is going to be something that's going to happen in the month of November that's going to cause us to have an uncomfortable Thanksgiving. That's what I heard the Lord say to me. I want us to prepare ourselves.
All right. So I shared that because I told y'all there is another lockdown coming and how you could actually embrace the lockdown. Because there ain't going to be no ifs, ands, and buts about whether there's going to be a lockdown. That was just totally confirmation. Total confirmation. There will be another lockdown. And this time, this lockdown will be a reset. That's what God said. The lockdown is going to happen because there's going to be a reset. And things as we have, I remember the Lord saying that clearly. Things that we have known prior will never be the same. If you have no extra food stored up, if you have no extra cash to go get extra food, if you can't utilize credit to go get stored up, see, God gives us warning for a reason. He gives us warning to make sure that we prepare for the warning, okay? For the destruction. It says warning comes before destruction. So he gives us the warning of how to prepare. When he gives us a warning, it's no ifs, ands, and buts if it's going to happen. It's going to happen. And I'm warning you, letting you know what's going to happen so that you prepare yourself for it. There is another lockdown coming. And when God said way back in February, January, I don't know when he spoke to, I know the video that I just shared with y'all was shared today. This is what he received in prayer yesterday. And so the first thing that I can think about is this summer. Because now you got Bank of America and all these people saying that we will now have to implement digital dollars. And the dollar is collapsing. The dollar is dying. The bank said it. Which means we're about to reset. Life as we know it and how we used to go about and do things is not, I don't know. I want y'all to understand that I have loved y'all and I don't have to know you to love you. I love you with an unexplainable love because he loves you with an unexplainable love through me. I could never ever stand and see God's people hurt. And that is why I have been pounding y'all doors down. I love the fellowship. We do need each other when it comes to that. So I'm not saying this in a derogatory way, but me in my flesh, I don't need people. Okay. I'm very good and content with being an introvert. But kingdom spiritually wise, we gonna need each other. And I'm not a fool. I know that for sure. So every time God has sent me here, he has sent me here on purpose, with a purpose, to gather other kingdom like-minded individuals that need to learn the stuff that he has given me, hidden riches of secret places, so that we can all move together as a unit. It's hard to overtake a tribe, but it's very easy to overtake an individual. And God has always moved. He's not different. He's not switching up because we in 2025. He don't adapt to the trends. He don't adapt to the dispensation of age. Well, we in a new generation. So what? He is the same yesterday, today, and forevermore. He's the same past, present, and future. He don't not change. He says, I am God, I change if not. If I told them how to do it back then, if I told them how to escape, if I told them where to get to, I'm going to tell you the same way. Even after Jesus Christ came, I'm going to tell you the same way. I'm not going to change it up for you or nobody. You're going to get on my side or you're going to get left behind. I'm not adapting and being flexible to accommodate you. I don't care what excuse you can even think about. I gave you time. I loved you so much, I gave you time. Not only did I give you time, I gave you resources to buy back some time. I gave you resources to make you more. Why? Because I knew that you was going to need it for what is coming ahead. They going to implement this system one way or the other, whether we like it or not. It is written first and foremost. It is written first and foremost. So it's going to happen. We can't pray this away. We got to prepare. So many religious people think we can pray this away. We cannot pray this away. This is prophecy. You can't stand between you and God. You just can't. Your arms is too short. So brothers and sisters, this is why I have been saying, because this is what God said to me. Everything is going digital. I need you to get ahead of the game, not behind it. I need you to get in now. I need you to learn this now. I need you to be able to accumulate something now that you can turn into future provision, into future assets. And millions of people will perish because they failed and still is failing to prepare themselves. And I am most terrified by that than anything else. The Lord is my shepherd and I shall not want. What he told me to do, I have done it painfully, sacrificially, not even understanding why. But I understand even more so now. The goal is to get everything online. Because then they'll have a dystopian society. It's what they want, the metaverse, this artificial intelligence world. It's just Satan is just thinking he's having his way. And we ask. Okay? That is the Greek word for sons. We the sons of God. It says the earth is groaning. It's crying out for us to manifest and take position and authority. God ain't gonna never let the devil outdo him or wipe out all his children. Why do you think he calling on us at this time? Because the devil got a job to do, and everything is legal in the realm of the spirit. I can't say, well, you the God of this world, a sight, I take this back. No, you legally claim that right. Adam gave it to you. But the second Adam is going to take it back. And only those who are in him will rule and reign from the work that he did. But those that are not, those are still a part of the world. They are under the guidance, the influence, the control, the manipulation of the devil. He is the God of this world, not the God of the earth, the God of this world. And he has a demonic agenda. He absolutely hates you. He hates your family. He hates your purpose. And he is on a fast track to destroy you, literally. He is on a fast track to destroy you. And God is saying, you do not have to be destroyed if you obey. I will make a way of escape every time, not sometime, every time. I have to let his role play out because I'm very legal. Everything must come to pass before I go ahead and punish him and chain him for 1,000 years. That's it. And then he's going to be released again. Everything is very legal. He's not a man that he should lie. Whatever he said, it shall be established. He said not one jot, not one comma, not one period, exclamation mark, not one word will pass away from my word until all of it has come to pass. We are living prophetically. And I don't know what in the Hades is about to pop off here in America. But what I do know is that in Isaiah 26, the Most High say, my people, go into your house, into your room, and shut the door and stay there for a little while. Because the Lord of Heaven's army, okay, Jehovah Gabor, has arisen and he is coming out to avenge. Why he tell us to go in the house and sit down? Most people had a lot of problems with quarantine and I didn't. Because that scripture said, look, while I'm out here avenging the wicked doers and evil doers, you need to go inside and close the door. I don't even want you to see this. He also did that in Egypt when he told the Israelites, close your door, apply the blood, and stay there. Okay? Wherever I see the blood, I'll pass over. Wherever I don't, I will destroy. It's no different. What we about to witness, y'all. What we are about to witness is stuff we ain't ever seen before. And it's not enough to get yourself prepared physically. You need to get prepared spiritually. It's not enough to just get yourself prepared spiritually and leave the physical preparedness undone. It all got to go together. It all got to go together. I don't know what we about to see because we know in part, we prophesy in part. If God gave us the whole thing, then we wouldn't need God. Let's be honest. We wouldn't need to go seek him for nothing. Oh, we already know what's going to happen tomorrow. Oh, yeah, in 2 months, yeah, we know exactly what's going to happen. We know in part and we see in part. Just like the brother who prophesied, there will be 2 planes, and he was very accurate. There will be children, but he didn't know what kind of planes, what river, what body of water, was it a river, was it an ocean? He didn't know that because we prophesy in part, we only know in part. But he says, I don't do nothing in the earth unless I first reveal it to my prophet. He cannot. It is illegal for God to do anything in the earth unless man gives him permission. When he speaks, this is what I'm going to do in the earth to his prophet, and his prophet release what God is going to do, he now has permission because it has been released. When this is going to happen, I don't know, but he did give us a time frame. It's July, right? August, September, October, November. Said Thanksgiving holiday. That's what he said. Leading up to that, we are ready today. Trump comes out. Talk about war. When they did the ceasefire, the Holy Spirit said, no, there is something else going to pop up again. People get comfortable. because Donald Trump, bless his heart, he thinks he can fix America. You can't fix what God is undoing. And America has been the whore of Babylon to a lot of different countries. A lot of countries want to be like America. It talks about this one country who had all the merchants and people from across the waters idolizing it. And God tears it down in 1 hour. I don't know what's going to happen that's going to make us be restricted for 5 to 7 days. I can give y'all some ideas. How many of y'all would like to guess what y'all think it could be that will restrict us for 5 to 7 days? I definitely know they finna do a reset. I definitely know that for sure. Nobody ain't gonna be able to move, film, record. Definitely gonna be a reset. I do know that, hands down. But what do you think the flag will be to put us on a 5 to 7 day? Y'all let me know in the chat. I'm gonna give y'all one last chance. Get you multiple streams of things that you can do in the digital space. If it's longer than 5 days, 7 days, 5 days will really hurt this economy. 7 days will really hurt this economy bad. That's why there has to be a reset. Y'all know I don't like y'all to come over here and be quiet. What do y'all think would put this nation and have other nations questioning? Let's hear what he said again. Let's hear what he said one more time. And while y'all listening, put it in the chat.
Because this morning I seen a vision that the entire nation was restricted. I saw in this vision news headlines that read national restriction. I seen the press secretary address this national restriction. I seen the United States president address the country. And I also seen a lot of news companies around the world begin to address what was going on in the United States, and everyone began to question what is taking place in the US. This is going to happen for at least 5 days, 5 to 7 days. I know it's going to be at least 5 days because I heard that in the vision that the United States was shut down completely. You couldn't go to the grocery store. You couldn't go to the gas station. They were prohibiting you from being able to leave your house. I saw the entire country literally shut down for at least 5 days or more, where you couldn't, there was no activity. The entire nation was at a standstill. It was at a pause. I also saw something else this morning when I was praying. I saw a vision of toxics released in the air where we had to wear masks again. You're going to hear about certain cities in certain states saying that we are going to have to wear masks in that city or wear masks in that state because toxics has been released into the air. Another thing that I heard this morning while I was in prayer is that we're going to deal with an abrupt November. There is going to be something that's going to happen in the month of November that's going to cause us to have an uncomfortable Thanksgiving. That's what I heard the Lord say to me. I want us to prepare ourselves.
All right. So, airborne illness. Let's see what y'all done said. Only one person responded. The rest of y'all need to go. Okay? I don't like that. It's disrespectful. If somebody is taking time to bring you information that could actually help you, why not respond? You can't ever come in my real house and sit on my couch and not talk to me. I would literally escort you out in a hostile way. I think it's to stop the sleeper agents. Thank you. But more intense. Repeated last time, but more intense. Yeah, those are good ideas. What I think, something that would abruptly stop us would be some type of war. Would be some type of war. Because when there is some type of war, national, some type of uprising, some type of war, martial law is implemented. Okay, that's restriction. And not only that, every constitutional right is suspended. So you have no rights, freedom of speech, none of that. Cell phone communication, all of that stuff is hijacked by the feds. Airborne, some type of airborne, or some type of toxin. He didn't say chemicals, he said toxin. Toxin would be something from a nuclear weapon. It's called nuclear fallout. That's something that'll make you wear a mask. That's something that'll make you not be able, you can't come out in case of a nuclear weapon being released or detonated. You can't come out for days. Safest place to be is underground. But if you indoors, you gotta black out your windows. Okay? Weather seal you cannot let any of that get on your clothes, in your lungs. But it very much so could be the demic put a halt, but not a restriction. Yeah, you were restricted. You couldn't go but so many feet within reach of something. I don't know. I'm not going to assume. I'm just saying what my thoughts could be. And then what would cause us to have an uncomfortable Thanksgiving? Not that I celebrate it, but an abrupt. Abrupt means a screeching halt, like abrupt, like out of the blue hit, right? What could cause an uncomfortable Thanksgiving or abrupt November? Something that hits the economy. Financial. An uncomfortable Thanksgiving. People not able to afford food. So I don't know. Putin has already warned Trump about World War III. Yes, he did. He just did it the other day. When Trump made a remark to him, if you don't, he basically shot him the birdie and said, look, this is what it is, and this is what I'll do. Okay? I got to get out of here because my family just came. I want to go over a couple opportunities, and I'm going to try to just only be like 20 minutes. These are some things that I would be doing and that I am doing. Me personally, I would be doing if it was you. You got to have a means to still be able to generate some type of revenue. If they lock us down, what y'all think they're going to have us doing? Same thing they did in 2020. What was people doing on lockdown? We got a lot more experience. We got a lot more tools. So, people going to make the best of it. Last time, they didn't know what to do. They just turned to YouTube. They turned to corn. They turned to Netflix. They turned to entertainment. But now people are making moves. You can do conferences. You can do training, all kinds of things online. I want y'all to know that this ain't hype. I don't know when this is going to happen, but this is confirmation. The Lord said the United States of America will be put on restriction. And I said this because I saw it. And not only that, we won't be able to move for 5 to 7 days. That is going to cripple this economy. They're going to have to reset it. Hands down. Hands down. And then to have us have an abrupt November, and y'all are free to go check out this man's page. If you don't want to go check out this man's page and you want to go pray about it, one thing that I do know, I don't follow everybody and I pray about everybody. Literally. There is nothing that will be hidden from me because I don't want to be in the blinders. I'm not that type. Expose it to me. I don't care how bad it hurt. Reveal. And one thing's for sure and two things for certain, this man has been 1000% accurate. And not just going off of what he said, but off of what God said above him. God told me and showed me over and over and over again. And every time he did, I shared it with y'all. Okay? With that being said, there's a lot of revenue. Now, I'm going to tell you, there's a purpose behind every program and every opportunity that I have offered y'all. The disrespect on yesterday made me realize I've been saying this, I don't owe y'all any affordability, but my heart has always kept me. You think it's going to be a volcano blow? That could be, sister, because that releases toxins too. But I don't see how. Do you think a whole volcano blow would put the whole entire nation at a standstill? I don't know if that would, not unless, I don't know, but it could be. That's not far-fetched. We got to think along the lines, what will put a nation at to be restricted, the whole nation? We definitely know pandemic. We definitely know war. But every program that I have came by here, I'm just going to tell y'all right now, has been strategically and spiritually crafted for us in this dispensation of time. You may want to go do something else. You may think the next best thing is the next best thing. But what God is establishing in us is how to generate wealth, not for today. Money is for today. Assets is for tomorrow. Y'all type that in the chat. I want to let y'all listen to something real quick because I do got to get up and go to the ladies' room. I was going to just thug it out. Be like, yeah, just 20 minutes here. And I'm still going to be 20 minutes, but I really need to go to the ladies' room. And make sure that my husband is good with the girls. Just enough to give me 20 more minutes is what I need because he was generous enough to take them with him. Let me pull this up over here. Let me come over here. Let me sign out of here. Switch account. Yes. The more I tell the truth, the more they take my subscribers down. If you guys are not subscribed on YouTube, please subscribe. If you guys are not subscribed on YouTube, please subscribe. The more I tell the truth over here on this YouTube, okay, seems like the more they shadow ban. And the YouTube that I'm going to be talking about ain't got nothing to do with telling the truth. If you want a YouTube page where you tell the truth and regardless of the fact, you're going to do it separately, okay? What I'm going to talk about is just going to be on business. But this is my personal page, okay? And I noticed they will shadow ban. They will take away subscribers. How you go from 11,000? I'm active on YouTube frequently. And every week, I kid you not, I've taken screenshots of it. 10 people fall off. 10 people fall off. Ain't no 10 people unsubscribe. And these people been subscribed for a long time. And I reached out to a YouTube rep and they said, well, inactive people who haven't been, active in a while, we'll remove their accounts. But no, this is something else. This is something else. I know that for a fact. Okay. So if you guys are not subscribed, please subscribe to the YouTube channel. It just helped me give YouTube, one of those, a sandwich. Hold on one second. Hold on. All right. Let me stop the share on here. What is my YouTube page? It is Dr. Tawana the Disruptor. Dr. Tawana the Disruptor. I'm actually I'm gonna copy it and put it inside of the chat. Okay. All right. I'm gonna put it in the chat, okay? A major cyber attack and shut down the entire. Yes. You're right. Yes, you're right. Okay. This is my YouTube channel. Y'all make sure y'all go subscribe. And then I'll be right back after this. I'll let y'all listen to it over here.
Sometimes it's just you and God. It's just you and God, where you got to put the work in alone. And you have to identify your strengths and your weaknesses. And you got to become self-aware. And you've got to identify where you are self-sabotaging. And you've got to train your body and your mind. You've got to bring yourself to peak condition. You got to develop your strengths and increase your capacity and your endurance. And you've got to stretch, and you've got to push, and you've got to pull, and you've got to leap, and you've got to run. And sometimes you will grow weary. And there will be days where you don't want to get out of bed, where you don't want to eat, you don't have the energy to think, and nobody calls you, and nobody texts you, and nobody checks on you, and very few believe that you will ever come out of this darkness, you will ever come out of this hole. You have to believe. Here's one of the number one keys to your future: faith. Man, you gotta believe. You will need night vision. You gotta be able to see in the dark. It's you and God. Until my team shows up, I will fulfill my destiny. I will be undefeated. I will be unstoppable. I will be a force to be reckoned with. No weapon that is formed against me will be able to prosper. I am destined, I am determined, I am devoted, I am dangerous. I gotta wipe the blood out of my eyes and start to see that it's possible that I can come out of this place of misery. I can come out of this place of self-doubt and self-sabotage and fear and anxiety. And this idea that my industry is saturated, but there's enough people. There is only one you. To face the adversity with a fierce determination, a hunger and a resilience, and a devotedness to your destiny. I am devoted to my purpose. I am committed to the journey, the process, the pruning, the shaping, the reforming, the preparing, the conditioning. Whatever it takes, I will get it done. One man wrecking machine. There are going to be seasons in your life where you're going to have to learn how to hunt alone. This is the beauty of a soldier in solitary, a man or a woman who does not lose their identity because they're in a wilderness. There are seasons where life will summon you to march to the beat of your own drum. to trailblaze, to innovate, to adapt and create, to do something nobody's ever done in your family, and for some of you to do something no one has ever done in the earth. Goliath had the audacity to speak against the children of God, and one man out of an army became a one-man wrecking machine who will face very dark hours in this journey of building, of trailblazing, of innovating, of creating something, of manifesting it, of birthing it, of transitioning. This version of yourself has to die. You gotta learn how to put God first, eliminate all distractions. He will be your strength and your shield. People are always looking for the everything must go signs and store closing soon and sales. And we pack these stores out because everything must go. And some of you, man, you need to get this mentality that says, man, everything that doesn't serve the vision must go. Everything that does not line up with my level one priorities must go. Come on. One man wrecking machine. I got stuff to demo. I got stuff that needs to get out of my mind, out of my heart. I need to stop living in the past. Come on, is this helping anybody?
All right, y'all. I'm going to stop it right there. Appreciate the grace. Kids are eating, and I got to get off of here in just a moment. Okay? Now, this is what I got for y'all, because this is what's going to help us. True enough, there could be a cyber attack. That is a possibility. That is a reason to cripple, or a means of crippling, the United States. That is one way. However, I'm not going to say it's highly unlikely, but that will not only affect the United States, that will affect the global leaders. Okay? Because a lot of things, other countries, states, etc., rely on the United States. I believe this is and the Spirit didn't tell me this. This is me. I believe that this is a reset. That's what I feel strongly in my inner man, that this is a reset to reset us and introduce us to a new way of life. The best way to be prepared, if it was something else, I'm just gonna say millions will perish. Millions. And I really pray and I cry out to the Lord that is not the case. Death is already very destructive. And still just stand in that place and space asking him for grace. Not grace to waste time, but grace to give us time to be redeemed. Grace for us to get in a better position than we are now. Lots of people are struggling. They can't pay their bills. Better yet, try to prepare or get prepared in the slightest of ways to be sat down for even a week. Okay, so I want to first and foremost say this, because this is top priority. The Lord told me to put together 30 days to change your mind, change your mouth, and you will change your money. Some people don't have a lack of money. They have a lack of what's the word I'm looking for? I'm not going to say stewardship. It's a lack of self-control. Okay. It's a lack of authority. They don't have a money issue. They have a mindset. Their mindset is warped. It's stuck. It's set in its ways. It don't want to believe anything else, even though it's right there, dead smack in their face. And it's just stubborn. It has no self-discipline. So for some, money is not an issue. It's their own selves. It's their way of thinking. And then whatever they think, they confess that out of their mouth and they tie and bind their own selves up from being able to move forward. Some have a money problem, but it's a cause of a generational spiritual problem. Some self-inflicted, some inherited. So this is what he's been showing me. My people are stuck in their mindsets, and out of the abundance of their heart, the heart of the mind, their mouth begins to speak. And those who love it shall eat the fruit thereof. What you say is what you'll have, pretty much. So for 30 days, he said, give me 30 days to change your mind, to be transformed, to be renewed in your mind. And then your mouth will line up with what my will says about you. And then you will see the manifestation, not just of your money, but of your peace, of your family, of things that you have been crying out and begging him to do when he's giving you the authority. And that's what this really is about. If we are going to make war against the beast, and you can't run with mere men, you will never be able to run with horses and chariots. This is bigger than you just manifesting some money. This is getting you prepared for what is to come. God is looking for his righteous riders in this hour. And many need to be trained how to launch and use their authority, their power and authority that has been given to them. And then you will see the manifestation of what your mouth has decreed. Okay. I have a 30-day, I'm not even going to call it a 30-day boot camp, because it's not. It is in a sense, but it's really a challenge. And a challenge challenges you to change. So this is a 30-day challenge to change your mind, change your mouth, and change your money. Why? Because you need it right now more than ever. Okay. China's buying up all the land, the water supply. That could be a way to attack as well. To attack the water supply. We need clean water to drink. We need water for, ocean and scientific, all kind of stuff we need water for. That could be a situation. FBI has been putting people on alert that China is a threat to our water infrastructure after they bought up a whole water manufacturer. Okay. But we're going to learn how to command, decree, and establish over 30 days. It is not a fee to come learn God's word whatsoever, but it is a fee for my time. Okay. It's a $47 investment for 30 days of my time for us to get together, and we are going to see God perform his word in our lives. We are going to change the way that we think, which will change the way that we speak, which will change the way that we have manifested things in our lives and what we are looking to manifest moving forward. Okay. And if you don't know how to pray, okay, we shouldn't be praying downward. We shouldn't be praying upward. We should be praying downward. We are seated far above principalities and powers in heavenly places. When we decree, it's downward into the earth. It is not upward into the heavenlies. That is for people, and most people don't know that. So he put this in my spirit and on my heart to teach, so that you can see the manifestation of his word come to pass. If y'all want to know the greatest secret to my success, to what God has blessed me with, this is the key. And I'm opening it up and sharing it to other kingdom believers so that you know how to move in this earth as an ambassador and not as a slave. You're going from slave to sonship in these next 30 days. And you are going to be able to see with your own eyes what you spoke with your own mouth. Okay. So I have that. Number one, everybody and their mama that know God, want to get closer to the Lord, should be a part of this. We fire and we aim it and we are executing. That is exactly what it is. We're not going to get there by begging and pleading. We're going to get there by decreeing and declaring. Whosoever shall decree a thing, so shall it be established. Settled, done, a done data. You will see it. And then when you believe that, and that comes from the mind, then it manifests, and it manifests supernaturally powerfully. As a man thinketh, so is he. Think you poor, you are poor. Think you rich, you are rich. Think you sick, you'll be sick. think you're healthy, you will be healthy. You will begin to move, and do your actions will, accommodate your faith. When you believe that wealth is mine, your actions demonstrate that. You're not thinking along a consumer level. You're thinking along an investor, a person that harvests this. You're thinking along that lines, okay? So that is a number one. If you want that, put a 1 in the chat. I promise y'all I ain't gonna hold y'all. And I promise y'all I ain't selling y'all anything. I'm literally here because we are in a war, an unseen war, but a war nevertheless, where you have solutions and you don't feel like you hopeless, and you have done your part to build something that you would allow God to bless. No more, no less. Okay? 6-figure YouTube. They shut everybody down. What you think people gonna be doing? They're gonna be consuming content. And you know whose content they ought to be consuming? Yours. You know, the people who's going to get rich again in another restriction is the people who is actually in position, just like the last time. During the pandemic, people was getting cashed out $1 million from people watching their content, consuming their content. I'm going to flick my camera off, y'all, because the lights is bright and they bother my eyes, and I promise y'all I ain't gonna hold y'all no more than 10 minutes. I'm going to turn this around because it will cause me to keep looking at the screen, which makes me blink rapidly, and I don't like that. Okay, so I'm going to let me put something on here on the screen so it's just not a blank screen. I'm going to put this back up here on the screen, and then I'm going to turn off my camera. There you go, sister. People with the shovels is going to be the ones getting prosperous. If you have been delayed, okay? If you have been delayed and you haven't been obedient, you know you're not in position, then the best thing that you want to do is get yourself in position. And you want to be able to do something that's going to get you in position real quick, okay? We don't have time to waste. No more. We didn't waste enough time. And if you know that you need to redeem your time, then you need to have a tool that will allow you to redeem your time. And being that people is going to definitely run the social media, they're going to definitely try to go see what's going on. They're going to definitely, what if I can't tune into the 30 days? As long as you can, you don't have to tune into the 30 days, but you do need to participate. You don't have to, any mentorships or things that I'm offering, and you can't join live, that's okay. You have the information, okay? And you can get in where you fit in when you have the time. And it will be short, implementable steps that you can take, right? Little action steps that you're going to be able to take to apply whatever time that you have the time. If you can't get it until the nighttime on your break, that's cool. God sees that and honors that. The effort that I want to learn how to declare and decree. That's the only way. We overcome by the blood that's already done and the word of our testimony. What is our testimony? That we believe and that we will not bow to Baal, Nebuchadnezzar. We stand on the promises. That is our testimony. It's the written word of God. So even if you can't participate, you don't have to come to Texas. I've had some people ask me, I sure wish I can come to Texas and be a part. I'm like, babe, you don't have to come to Texas. This is something that you do right from home, from your own phone, comfort of your time, whenever you can. But the YouTube channel, people were getting millions of dollars from content, because people was looking to, it's a lot of people that's about to be trying to figure out how to do AI. They ain't gonna be able to do nothing else. how to create digital products, how to make money online. They're going to be looking for that. That's going to be the top most searched topic because people are going to be forced to sit still. And here we is 2.0, where people don't have a means to provide for themselves. And Congress is gone for a cool minute. They ain't debating on anything or any of that. So you never want to put yourself in a predicament where you're going to have people dictating whether you get to live or not, especially the government. Especially the government. So I'm teaching you how to do and create you a 6-figure YouTube. I said it was going to be a 4-week type situation, but I may do two teachings in one setting to get this thing knocked out. I'm going to give you how to build a faceless channel and how to use it to make a lot of money just on automation. Seriously. Long gone are the days, and they still perform well, but they don't outperform AI avatar channels, realistic AI avatar channels, and how you can actually sell, affiliate market, have brand deals, sponsorships. I'm going to give you a list to all of that. So that for sure, you're not just getting money from views. No, you got 8 ways to get paid on YouTube using an artificial avatar. And if y'all don't know what an avatar is, I shared it. Let me see. I'm going to go pull it up right here so y'all can see. This is what I'm going to show you exactly what to do and how to create this and set this up. All right. Let me stop the share here and show you exactly what an AI avatar is, just to give you a description of what it is. This is not.
Yes, queen, pop that. Woo! Let's get it.
Okay, it's a lot of these are all.
You got to make do with what you got in here. You feel me? Some girls use commissary lotion. I use PB&J. Keeps the hands soft.
Okay, there's a lot of people. They doing mukbangs with this. They selling skincare with this. They doing the whole 9 yards. Literally, 220,000 views to learn how to make an AI influencer. I teach this in my mentorship. Okay. You can see that this is highly searched.
I don't know if you guys know this, but videos like these on YouTube are bringing in millions of dollars every.
99,000 views, faceless. Okay. This is the new wave. 189,000 ranking funny AI baddie gorilla. This is all artificial intelligence. This is, that is, all of this, right? It's artificial intelligence. Okay. 5.5 million views. And this was a year ago. AI influencers are getting filthy rich. Let's build one. 5.5 million views. This is when they first start coming out. Okay. 171,000 views 4 months ago. How to create a talking AI avatar. That's an AI avatar. That's an AI avatar. That's an AI avatar. Okay. These people are creating brand new channels. And not only on YouTube, you can take this same method and do it on Instagram, where they're really getting to the bag. And you don't even have to ever show up. You create this thing one time, and this thing will literally make you money while you sleep. Okay. So you have 2 options when it comes to this. You can join the workshop for $297. Like I said, I think I'm going to compile it. My deceased child's birthday is coming up in a couple of days. but we gonna get to this ASAP so y'all don't miss out on this wave, because there are going to be a lot of people. This is just positioning you, because there's going to be a lot of people that has no other choice but to figure this out, because this is America. I told y'all Donald Trump signed the Genius Act, which gives the America, the American people a new way to purchase, and that is using cryptocurrency, more so stable coin. This is a bill that has been passed in Congress, that the banks are now adopting crypto. The forms of currency are tender is gold, silver, and crypto, stable coin to be exact. And he just passed a law that regulates cryptocurrency as a means of exchange, doing business. Also, in his big, beautiful bill, he will use aggressive biometric surveillance on every American, all in the name of cybersecurity threats and blah, blah, blah. But this gives the government a legal right to monitor us aggressively through our biometrics, eye scans, facial scans, different things of that sort. They are implementing this demonic beast system. And I want no parts of it. I don't even want my children in it. The worst thing that I could do is fail the people that God gave me to be accountable for. If he did give me children and he assigned my family, to my care, or entrusted my bloodline to my care, then I will be responsible for that as well. Y'all need to get over here on these platforms. You didn't already miss millions of dollars. The longer you wait, the more you lose. A year ago, that lady got 5.5 million views and a big fat paycheck from YouTube for talking about AI influencers. You know how long I've been coming by here telling y'all about Shizu and the AI influencers that, have made millions of dollars modeling clothes and brand deals and different things of that sort. Little McQuella. I've showed y'all that ever since like a year or two ago. I showed y'all that. Yeah, let me see when I created this thing. Hold on. Way back when I was doing these for my own business. Where are you at? DID. Where are you at? DID. Hold on one second. Let me show y'all. Let's see. It's Bing. I'm going to come over here. Let me log in. TJT. Hold on. All right. So way back when I was doing these, I was telling y'all about this. You see, created February 14th, 2024. Talking avatar.
My dearest Marcus, 17 years ago, we embarked on a journey together, hand in hand, hearts intertwined, and with a promise to walk through life as one. Today.
Now, this is when, they was barely coming out with this thing. And this thing was looking like that. Now it's
Hey,
more
what's up,
realistic.
fam? It's your boy Marcus Worlds, CEO and founder of World's First Class Transportation. Do you want to run a thriving transportation business without picking up the keys, without needing a CDL? And are you ready?
Okay, so way back when I started telling my cousins about AI influencers and avatars, you miss millions of dollars. Don't miss the second wave because it's coming. And I'm not using that as a fear mongering tool. I'm telling you that as a tool or as a warning to get your butt prepared, because how many more times you think God gonna give you an opportunity to get a position? No, when the boo-boo hits the fan, it is over with. And I've already seen this in multiple dreams that people that I mentored was not ready and caught off guard. And it was total pandemonium. And because they were not prepared and caught off guard, they started attacking each other. This is a way for you to come and learn how to make you some money. Set this bad boy up one time. And you can use AI to automate the rest. Okay. Coloring books, 6 figures, turn coloring books into cash. I've showed y'all how ChatGPT will make the coloring books for you. You just need to know after what prompts do I use? You know, what niche do I want to make my coloring books in? Once I'm done, where do I upload it? How can I start selling it instantly? I am holding a workshop. So for the 6-figure YouTube, and I ain't gonna hold y'all. I promise y'all I'm not gonna hold y'all no more on it. Y'all already know half of the stuff that I used to offer, I don't offer. What I say it's done, it's done. I literally just make sure I do not forget or bypass somebody who really desires to take a hold of what's going on and they want to change their situation. Here's the coloring books that ChatGPT made that you can actually sell for resellers' rights, or you can sell individually. This is a 23-page coloring book, okay? Stuff that schools, homeschools, in-person schools, all of that need, okay? ChatGPT created the images, the whole 9 yards. Here go a coloring book. Let's get over anxiety. This is for children with autism. This is for also with children with ADHD or any type of, delay, developmental delay or anxiety. ChatGPT would create this. Just like this one. Legends of Hip Hop, just like this one. Just like this one. Okay? These are all coloring books. This one. This is an AI influencer. It's just a Disney Pixar style AI influencer. Okay, you can sell these coloring books. As you can see, it's okay to have feelings. Okay, these are coloring books that you can create literally in an hour and then go upload it and sell it on Amazon. Set it and forget it. Create it, upload it, and Amazon KDP will do all the work for you. Print it, all of that, distribute it, all of that. Set it and forget it, and now you got passive income coming. Guess what you can do? You can create a Disney Pixar YouTube channel. And guess what you can do? Sell your coloring books, especially if you niched it down to children. Miss Rachel do, Miss Monica do, Coco Melon do. You can make your own merch. You can use print on demand to make your own t-shirts, your hats. You can come into ChatGPT. You can make, any type of guides, any type of teachable resources, flashcards. You can make it all right here in Canva, this app right here. Okay. So I will show you how to turn coloring books into cash, and it don't just got to be in the children's niche. It can be in the love and relationship niche. It could be in the financial entrepreneurial niche. That's what my coloring books is. My coloring books have a call to action at the back of my coloring book. So guess what happens when you get to the back? If you want to learn how to make these, if you want to join me in my mentorship, my link is right there in the coloring book for you to be able to come and join me. My book end up in whoever's house. Hey, I like to do this. I showed y'all yesterday, a sister is creating coloring books for $997. I'm telling you to come learn how to make coloring books for $97 in 1 hour. You don't believe me? Let me put it on the screen. Let me put this on the screen and show y'all. Sis ain't playing no games, and I ain't mad at her. And just so y'all can see what an AI influencer is, our AI avatar is, let me just show y'all real quick while I'm right here. Okay. Does she look like me? Yes or no? Y'all let me know in the chat. I don't need to post or go live. I don't got to do any of that. She works for me. She is my AI twin. Created from an image and a prompt. She can run my YouTube. She can run my podcast. She can sell my digital products on TikTok, Instagram, YouTube. Okay. I can put her link in the description. So I can put my coloring books in the description. Any digital product I want to sell and have her sell it for me, she can sell it for me. But let's get back to sis with the coloring books for $9.97. I'm going to put you on a 6-figure side hustle. You're going to turn them coloring books into cash. And you can charge whatever you want for your coloring books. It's your time, and can't nobody put no label or no price tag on your time. Where's she at? Hold on. Just had her up here last live. So she shouldn't be too far down. Hold on. While I'm here, this is another AI avatar, okay? She's selling skincare products that you can go get off of Amazon, an affiliate link, put the product in her hand to sell, and they click the link and you get paid affiliate. This is AI influencers selling all kind of products. Still, let me find sis. Just wanted to give y'all some insight, some clarity. Where's she at? Where's she at? Where's she at? I'm going through this thing so fast. Hold on. Here we go. Okay. For a basic journal planner design, $1,000. If you want it premium with a little more design, just a little bit tad up from basic, you're going to pay $17.97. And then if you want the BM effect, meaning she come up with the idea and the design, it's going to be $5,000. If you want a children's book, $17.95. You want an adult fiction book, $5,000. Nonfiction, $5,000. You want an ebook or a guide, $495. You want a coloring book, $995. I can't say, oh my God, that's too high. That's her price. Never will knock on my sister. Never. I never will do that. And if you don't think people wanted it, it was 133 people and 82 shares of people saying, can you make mines? Can you create mines? I want a coloring book. Here's my credit card. It's ready. This is hot and in demand. So for $97, you can actually have a skill that pays all your bills. It's a six-figure side hustle, $97. Also, I've showed y'all over and over and over and over and over again how you can make $1 million on a community. Now, I'm going to tell you a story about my oldest client. She got diabetes before the pandemic. And when she got diabetes, she was so determined to not have that diagnosis over her life that she said, before y'all just go sticking me on some medication, let me go home and come up with my own plan and see if I can reverse this. If I can reverse it, I'll walk away with a clean bill of health. If I can't, then I will allow you to put me on pain medicine. I mean, not pain medicine, sugar medicine, diabetes medicine. So the doctor said, okay. She said, I believe I can reverse it. So she went home. She started working out. She cut red foods out of her diet. She came up with a plan. During the pandemic, there were so many people afraid because if they had underlying health conditions, the virus was attacking them the greatest. So she started a community where she could help people lower the HC1, I think, or lower their sugar. Come up with a walking plan, with a meal guide. The same one that she used, the sister made herself $1 million off of creating a community. And they didn't have the school platform. They only had Facebook groups. And she became a millionaire in the middle of the pandemic because she applied something to her life that worked. She reversed the diagnosis of pre-diabetes, and then she taught everybody else how to do that. I don't care what your community is about. Your community could just be about bros hanging out or sisters hanging out. People like to feel a part of something. And they don't mind paying you $30 a month, $97 a month, $119 a month. They don't mind that. They're looking for community because network change your net worth. What you become is who you hang around. So you in a vibrant community, everybody doing the same thing you doing, you feel empowered. And that's why people pay for community. Now, when they shut people down, they're going to have all kind of communities. They had what you call that? They had I forgot the name of it, but it was a community where I think some of them people got arrested during January 6th. Can't remember their names, but it was like a community on Rumble, somewhere like that, Telegram, Rumble. And it was like, I forgot what the name of that was. Holy Spirit, if he want me to remember it, or if it's meant for me to say, he'll bring it to my remembrance. But it's called Q. And they had all of these people. Even what Donald Trump has right now is a community. Donald Trump has a community. It's called Truth Social. Straight up. Donald Trump has a community. It is called Truth Social. When he releases one thing in his community, everybody eats it up. It's a 1K and 1 day digital product, $97, the same as the done for you digital product, $97. No. Mm-mm. Nope. The 1K and 1 day and digital products, it gives you the blueprint of how to make 1K in 1 day. And then you got digital products that you can use to make that 1K in 1 day. The done for you digital products is 13 done for you, high paying, high sought after digital products, such as learning financing, learning how to eat better, fitness, different things of that sort that people is top search. People are really, really wanting and needing right now. So I have that. The communities, that's what I was talking about. People are going to be looking for these communities, y'all. I don't care if you had to put this on a credit card to come and learn this. I myself have done this times 10. I'm telling you, COVID shook me up. I don't do stuff just one time. I need to make sure I got multiple. If this one ain't working and you want to come for this one, then I got this one. Same thing with YouTube channels. Okay. I believe that this person made like $53,000 a month. I'm going to tell you exactly. She just has a community where her and her sister teach calligraphy, cursive writing with a pen. Okay. She only charges really small, something small, $9 a month, but she got 1,300 people in there. She's doing $11,700 a month on a community for $9 a month. That's cheaper than a Starbucks. This brother's making $1 million a month. And he's just showing people how to get their body and their health and their energy back. That was him before. This is him after. He only charges $129 a month. And he has 13,000 people in there. He makes $1,677 every single month. This is a monthly mentorship. Okay. This is for menopause. She has 1,500 people in here and she's charging them $49 a month. She makes $73,500 a month. He teaches pickleball. Virtually, of course. Skills. He has 1,000 people in there. And he's charging $39 a month. He makes $39,000 every single month. How to get filthy lucre rich on a community is the new currency. And if you can have people that you like, know, and trust in your circle, then if you ever need anything, this is the best way to go in 2025. Especially if you don't got family members that believe, if you don't got people that you really can gather with, you build your own tribe. Now everybody is like-minded. So you ain't got to pump them up, prime them up, beg them, any of that. Whatever secret sauce, experience, gift, testimony you got, you should put it in the community and gather your tribe. This person has 1,300, while this person only has, 1,500. This person has 1,000. It's different for everybody. It's different for everybody. And just because you see these people with free stuff, no, there is something in there to buy, okay? Becoming your best self. This is the Wellness Club. This is for UFC lovers. 15,000 people in there. People love community. This is for music producers. 32,000 people in there. There's a package. There's a one-on-one consultation. There's a digital product. There's a course. Something is being sold in there. The reason why they get it for free is because flies flock to free. If you just wanted to fill it up with 210,000 members in there and say, I'm just going to charge y'all $1 a month, you'd be $210,000 every month. So I show you how to build it real quick, how to use automation, to get people to fill it, how to create the things in there to sell to them, or you can buy a business in a box and sell it to them, like I've showed y'all with the credit. Everybody and their mama need credit and money. Perfect business to have. Put it in the community. Buy the business in a box. Everybody in this community get access to credit sweeps, dispute templates, banker information, CEOs, bank relationship managers. You get access to free ebooks you can sell, start making money, instantaneously. Help people with child support, help people on check systems. We got all the smoke inside this community. You pay $50 a month, you get access to it all. And then you turn around and you have a community like this. $2,600 members times $49. That's $127,400 every month. 34 members at $99. That's $3,366 every month. $100 times 112 members. It's $11,200 every month. You can do this. You can do this. Okay. I have where you can be able, and I said it the last time, I'm going to say it again. I'm not going to never beg y'all. I love y'all. Don't get me wrong. And I don't want nothing to happen to none of my cousins. I love you with an agape love. If you choose, then that's your choosing. And I can't say nothing to do nothing about that. But you can't say you were not helped. There are ways that we can make money real fast. And it don't take a lot of hoop-de-doop. There are ways you can make money real fast. Why do you need money? So you can go buy assets before they crash this dollar. Lord, hold it up. Let us get this money to go buy land. Let us get this money to get in position to build, to buy real estate, things that is going to preserve us and our children later on down the road. That's what this really is about, preservation. So I have that mentorship. I don't owe you any affordability, people. I don't owe you anything except to love you. I'm here to serve you and help you get to where God is taking me in record-breaking time. You're not paying for a workshop. You're not paying for a course. You're paying for acceleration, speed. Show me how to get from A to Z. Then I can do, and I have all these different streams of income coming in. That will help you in major ways, okay? It's $1,000 for that mentorship. I'm going to help you build it. I'm going to help you fill it, and I'm going to help you scale it. One thing to do it yourself. You can do it yourself. Don't ever let nobody tell you you can't. But it's another thing to do it with somebody who did it and get you there faster. Because we don't have a lot of time. I'm going to go over a couple more, and then I'm going to let y'all go, okay? If you didn't do nothing but just got the 4-day credit suite, everybody and their mama's credit is not the best, or it's suffering. We were just talking about agape love and Bible study. Yeah, that is filios love. Unconditional brotherly love. That's what I have for my people, God's people. His people are my people. And God don't want you to perish real bad. He don't want us to hurt or suffer. That is never God's will. And I really hate when people look at God as if you allowed all this suffering and stuff. No, he's allowing you to get yourself prepared so you don't. Warning comes before destruction. He'll tell you don't do that. He'll tell you to get off of that. Stop that. Don't go to that. And when you get bit or burnt, it is not his fault. It is not, because he is a loving God and he's slow to anger. He is patient beyond patience with us. The books, stages, and bestsellers. The reason why I push this the greatest, y'all. I don't care if you're on quarantine style. If you call me to your virtual podcast, event, conference, you have to pay me $15,000 just on virtual. If you call me in person to your stage, you have to pay me $25,000. Why? Because I have the authority. What authority are you talking about? I'm an author. I am a published author. I'm not only an author, I'm a consultant. I'm a coach. I have influence. Soon as I say I wrote a book, I'm influential instantly. The reason why I really feel strongly that God is going to use people's stories and what the wicked has been doing and the influence that the wicked has had over God's people, he is going to give that to the righteous. And he's going to allow you to take back these 7 mountains: family, religion, media, government, school. He's going to allow you to take back these 7 mountains. And technology is one of them, and family is the other. Do you know how much poison the devil is putting in the airways? And there ain't nothing to counterattack. Earlier today, the Lord brought a topic up to me. He said, nobody really teaches people how to stay away or identify narcissists. And there are many of my people entangled or involved with some type of narcissist. And that's why a lot of them are losing their lives. When that man said mental illness and, there was going to be a war, a mental war, he ain't lying. There's so many people unaliving other people, unaliving themselves, unaliving their whole family. Your book will take you in places and get you in rooms you never, ever imagined. And I have shared with y'all lots of rooms that I have got in because of my story. I even was able to research spiritually how Solomon became the richest, wisest man that ever lived. He told stories about nature. It's called the Book of Proverbs and the Song of Solomon, poetry. And people pay trillions of dollars in today's currency to come and listen to his stories. Also, my Lord and Savior used stories to teach, heal, and deliver people. We call them parables. The kingdom of God is likened unto. The kingdom of God is as this: a man went away. This is what the kingdom of God is likened. A seed is sown. Our seeds are sown. The cares of life choke out some fall on stony. Always told stories. The Bible is a storybook. And if you ever look at any wealthy person, they always have a book. It is something that will outlive you forever, as long as the earth remains. You will never be a forgotten name or a forgotten face. Write in a book. And the Lord is going to really bless those who would tell their story of how God delivered them, healed them, set them free, brought them through, helping them overcome things. Your story ain't got to be completed to tell it. You can help people in the process. Some of y'all is looking in the wrong pond trying to fish, and God is saying, no, I gave you one bona fide story. And if you don't want to speak on those stage, then you should be writing it in the book. If you don't want to speak on no stage, you should be writing the book. Your book will do and reach who you can't reach and what you don't want to do. Especially if you got a story, you think God gave you a story for no reason. Just so you can say, well, I got a story, it's my story. It really ain't your story. God gave it to you. And he wants to use that story to change the world. And not only change the world, but change your world. Everything in my life that has happened in my life is from a story. I'm a master storyteller. It's on my shirt. I have my license in master storytelling. That's why you have to pay me what you have to pay me for me to step on your stage, because I went through and I know how to tell my story and carry the crowd, how to convert everybody, the kinesthetic learners, the interactive learners, the audible learners, the visual learners. And your story don't have to be written in months or years anymore. It can be written in hours and days. And this is a big way that God's going to give us the wealth of the wicked back. So I have that mentorship. That is a $1,000 investment. Another thing that I'm doing is 7-figure events. I'm just sharing with y'all what God has shared with me, how he going to help us get this wealth back so that we can build. Now, I will teach you how to set up virtual events and in-person events. And pay yourself real lucrative to set up these events, whether they be for churches, whether they be for conferences, whether they be for sports, sports activities, whether it be for the government. Everybody has events. The Navy has events. They have pinning events, ceremonies. The military has events. You can stand out in the crowd by creating luxury events. Okay. Or, retreats. How I make the bulk of my resources is when I do events. I have not did them in 2 years because of the tragedy after the last one I did. Remember Toni Morrison's beloved Song of Solomon? Yes. Yes, I do. Absolutely. So I'll show you how to make 7 figures in an event. 1-day event or a weekend event, a 2-day event. I want to show you how to make $1 million off an event. For those that are shy, those that don't want to, and you can deploy a team. You never have to put your feet on the ground. Okay. You can create the event not using none of your money. It's a way to play the game. You just need to know how to play the game. And I'm going to show you how to use other people's money to create these events. Okay. And then how to profit 6 to 7 figures on the back end from hosting an event or putting together an event. So if you into that, you don't have to have no experience for anything. You don't have to leave your house. God is positioning us for what is about to transpire. And I say this all the time. You don't want to be the one shoveling for gold. You want to be the one selling the tool to shovel for gold. The wealth of the wicked is stored up for us. He can't give it to you if you ain't in position. If you're not set up and established to receive the wealth in your storehouse so you can build. Land banking. If you don't get you some land, friends, you got to get you some land. And you got to know how to buy it, flip it, sell it, scale it. Okay? When you own land, you are a landlord. Let that sink in. When you own land, you are a landlord. You are Lord over land. It's a different type of ball game. And there's so many different ways for you to make money off of dirt. Whether you're building something, placing something there, leasing it out, growing something, it doesn't matter. If you let it sit there, it still appreciates. You can pull equity out of it and go start you a whole business, buy you a whole business. Okay. So I have that as well. Land banking mentorship. These are just the things that we're doing. You can buy land for $300 that's already valued at $1,200. You got a $900 return on your investment. Rinse, wash, and repeat it. Till all of a sudden you got $100,000 sitting to the side in multiple properties. Now you can put people in position to win. Now you can give affordable housing. Now you can build community centers. Now you can build banks and let other people work them. Now you become a landlord. This is something God gave to us to rule in the earth. Okay. So I have the land banking mentorship. Q4 is coming up in government contracts, beloveds. And this administration has helped us like never before. We talk a lot of smack about this administration, but this administration has did the biggest, best thing it could do for small businesses. And that is to take the money from the federal and give it to the state. Q4 about to be so lit, y'all. Y'all got to stop missing the opportunities to get wealth. Not a lot of money. You use the money to create wealth. Money don't make you wealthy. You use the money to create wealth. Wealth is what can be passed down. Wealth is what can be utilized after you're gone. So land banking government contracts, I'm going to show you how to go get you a non-bid, non-purchase order contract in 2 weeks to 90 days. The minimum you can get is like $30K first starting off on a purchase order. No bid on it. And you can get this every single month. Okay. They have these P cards that they have to use with $10,000 on them every single month. Provided some ink pens or some pencils, something super, super, super. One contract, $58,000 for 16-pound bag of ice for 6 months. You could do that. $32,000 contract to provide them some wheat bread with the nuts on the top of it. You could do that. Okay. Sam's Club can get you together for that. So I have the government contracts. I have the communities. I have the books, bestseller and stages. I have the events. These are all the mentorships that I will allow you this final time to get in at a discounted rate of $1,000, $997 to be exact. I do have a funding, become your own bank. Y'all don't understand how important this is. If you become your own bank, you will never have to go to another man or woman and say, can I borrow? Do I qualify? You will now be in a position to help you and help others by becoming your own bank using their monies. Using their monies. And I'm going to show you how you can use their money to make you more money to become your own bank. And there's multiple ways to do this. Insurance policies. You can go buy a business that's already flourishing, that's already generating revenue, and go get a bigger loan on that business because you got receipts, you bought it. Then go take that money and go buy you an apartment complex. All tax-free. You never pay taxes on money was lent to you because you didn't earn it. So now you're making money passively in your sleep and you don't got to pay no taxes. You're living tax-free. You use insurance policy money. You use money out of your IRA, out of your PRA to create you a banking ecosystem. And now you're in a position to lend to others or fund others and receive a percentage off the back end. The best, the best business you can start is helping people get money. Why? Because everybody needs it for right now. And they need to know how to make more of it, even if they got some. That is the only mentorship or the master class, because it don't take long to do this. You can be set up, just a few connections. $497 for that mentorship. It will go to $1,000. The other one that I do have is, I don't know what they got going on in America, but I'm not about to fool around and find out. So I have been building businesses internationally, establishing business and land in Liberia, in Africa. Okay. Teaching you how to open cafes over there, automate the whole entire process so that if they currency crash over here, you still got means coming in from overseas across the waters. Set up your account. How to buy land over there, start an Airbnb, open up a cafe. The world wants to know, how does America do it? The digital products is a big thing because they want to know information. How do you set up a social media? Oh, we can actually set up a business in the United States of America and we don't have to live there. Yeah, America is a corporation. They ain't gonna never turn down no business. You can start a business from anywhere in the world here in America. Okay, you just need an ITIN number. That's it. A registered agent. And you need a virtual office address. Okay, set that up so you can receive payments. They don't know that in Africa. They don't know that in some of the poorest places. Now you teach them in a guide or a PDF or a workshop. And now they're making money. They'll outrun circles around y'all in real life. So I have the international automated business where I will show you all of this for $497 as well. I'm not putting all my money in my assets in the United States of America. When God get ready to turn this thing down, I'm going to have me somewhere to go. And I'm going to be having money working for me wherever I decide to go when he tells me it's time to go. So I have that for $497. Last but never least, I have a couple done for you opportunities, which I'm not going to be doing anymore at all. At all. It's too time consuming. But if I have to sacrifice to help a couple people, I don't mind. But it's too time consuming. And not only that, I got stuff I'm still building out for my business. I told y'all I don't build it once, I build it multiple times. I got a page for skincare. I got a page for online making money. I got a page for fitness. Listen, I don't just do it once. So the time that I'm taking to do it for you, I could be doing it for me. The more, the merrier. And I'm just a person that ain't gonna never stop because I need all that I can in haste real fast. I got a lot of people depending on me. So I have, let me see. I have a couple done for yous. One is going to be if you want a AI avatar, we call it a baddie. I don't know why they call it a baddie, but it's an AI avatar. If you want the AI avatar built for you with the digital product that you could sell, it is a live AI avatar. I will set up your faceless Instagram page. They do really well there. Facebook wants you to pay for ads, but Instagram, you do really well, really, really well. And they have these new tools to attract people that you don't know, which is causing people to do really well over on Instagram. Absolutely loving it right about now. And not just that they'll pay you for posting content. I can care less about that, okay? It helps. I'm not going to ever say it don't. What they send helps. But you make more money selling your digital product with your AI avatar over there on Instagram. Let her do the talking and let her do the work. And then you just drop the link to your digital product. And whoever buys, buys. And whoever don't. You don't got to deal with people. So I will build it out for you if you don't have the time. Okay? It could be male or female. Does not have to be woman. It could be male or female. There are brothers, especially in my community, that are doing amazing things. Teaching you some vintage stuff. They got AI photographers. I mean, it's just, yeah, it's on another level. So I will do it for you for $497. I will build out your AI avatar. I will start your faceless page. I will implement, your website so that you can collect your payment and build your digital product. So you have your digital product, you have your page to sell it on, your AI influencer is going to be your brand marketer, and you have a website to collect that. I will only do that for 3 people for $497. Turnaround time on that is about 10 days. Okay. Like I said, and the only reason why I'm saying 10 days, because you can have it done in 7. It doesn't take long. Only reason why I'm saying 10 days is because I'm getting ready to commemorate my dead son's birthday. And that's a hard, prayerfully it won't be hard, but it's a hard situation when it comes to my children and my family being broken like this, so many times over and over. So I just kind of don't plan anything around those days because they're very painful. And I don't want to cuss nobody out. I'm going to just be real with you. The pain be so intense, make you want to cuss. And I don't want to cuss nobody out. That's not who I am. That's not who I represent, or what I represent. So I'll say 10 days turnaround time. You will have this built out for you and all ready to go. Okay. Also have a done for you funding. This done for you funding comes with, first of all, we're going to get you funded on the front end. That's very important. We're going to get you funded on the front end. We're going to get you 30 to 50K. Have you go buy a business that's already producing income. Take that. While we're doing that, we're going to run you through, the suite. We're going to run you through Metro 2 compliance. We're going to get your credit together. Why? Because we need you swept and we need that score up. Why? Because we're going to turn around and go get you some big dollars. Okay? When I say on the front end, I'm showing you this. We've been doing this for a very long time. We're not new to this. We true to this. We did it for a whole group of people during the pandemic. And we're doing it for a couple of y'all now. You don't have the time. You need to get a hold of some fast cash. Say no less. Okay, say no less. We can help you go get to that big bag on the back end. So the front end is going to be, you can get a good amount to people who don't have this. But when I say it's a small bag, because it ain't in comparison to this. Okay. And as you can see, it's a business. Just so you know, they would never give a personal person that much money. Not a personal person. But when you a business, babe, they will give you, okay, 137,000. They'll give you that. 220,000. They'll give you that. So this is the back end funding, right? This is the front end type of funding. Okay. Y'all know my husband's name is Marcus, so this is his receipts. This is the front end funding. Let's get you 25,000, 30, up to $50,000. Okay. This is the front end. Okay. We can have you go buy a whole smoke shop or something like that with this type of money right here that's already generating revenue. These people got a lot of money for you, and we want to get it. If you don't know how to do it, let us do it. We'll do it for you. You'll pay us to do it for you, but we'll do it for you, okay? Y'all see that name right there. Whose name is that? That is Tawana Worlds. Who is that? How much they'll give you? We'll get you funded on the front end, okay? That's for sure. Okay? I mean, not show her name. She didn't give me permission. We'll get you funded on the front end. We didn't did this. I don't care. They give you 1,000, 5,000. We're going to get you funded. Okay. On the front end. So now you have your investment back and you have money to go make you a bigger investment is where we're going. You take that money and you go make you a bigger investment so you can get more money. You can have all of this done. Thank you, sister. You can have all of this done 45 to 60 days. You could be sitting up real pretty like that. Okay. Get funded on the front end. Get the credit swept and together. We add trade lines, whole 9 yards. Okay. We will add you up to 2 trade lines with this offer, with this opportunity. It is a $2,500 investment. We get your credit together. We will offer you 2 trade lines to boost your score. $20,000, $30,000 trade line to boost your score because we need to get you to a 720 wherever you stand in your credit journey. Having 2, the best is having 3 trade lines, but we will get you 2 high limit trade lines with long history that will shoot your score through the roof while we are removing anything negative or obsolete or in error off your credit report. So you get funded on the front. We work it on you in the middle to go get that big old big bag. Now we can go over to American Express, get 200 from them. We can go to Chase, get 150. That's $350,000 in funding for you. Then we can go to Goldman Sachs, get 200,000. That's 550,000. We got a play called credit stacking. It's really credit funding stacking. The reason why we get you funded is because we want to get paid. We get 10% on the back end. We get you $1 million in funding. We just did $100,000 on one client. That's why I said, let me teach y'all how to become your own bank in the funding mentorship for $497. Okay? This is how you start paying yourself. And when you sign up, we can give you access to a white label system where you can just literally help people repair their credit using consumer law and Metro 2 compliance in days. They do it themselves. Only thing they got to do is go ahead and download their credit report. You get money off of that as an affiliate. There's so many advantages, opportunities, okay? So we have the funding. It is $2,500 investment, but you get funded on the front. So you get your money back and profit. And then you get yourself together in the middle to go get that big bag that, you know, you're going to give us 10% of that. You're going to go ahead and do whatever it is you want to do with your funding. We have 2 spots available for that. 2 spots left. We had 5. 3 of them is taken. We got 2 spots left for that. And yeah. I think I shared with you guys, was it the last live or the live before? We do have this. I think my husband potentially has one spot left with a potential one, but I'm gonna just say two because it is first come, first serve. But I know that he has someone inquiring. This is a turnkey service for you. We will build this thing out, do your registration, your sourcing. We even get your fleet for you. We get you registered with government contracts. I showed you the 18 million, the 41 million, the 7 million in transportation contracts. There is floods and all kind of stuff. They need stuff transported. You can become a millionaire in this space alone. Transportation, that is, and never even own a truck. Never even drive a truck. We get somebody to do that. You get somebody to drive it for you. Okay? We build it, you bank it. Simple as that. Operations and management system, your payroll system, and all of that, your virtual call, your dispatcher, okay? Automations and AI tools. We build your business credit and give you trade lines. Why? Because we need you to go get a fleet of vehicles. So now the more you have on the road, the more you make. You never have to leave your house. They give you a contract for $1 million and they need 5 trucks. Instead of you doing the middleman and going to go get people with 5 trucks, you got 5 trucks and you got 5 employees. You keep it all in-house. And that is done for you. And like I said, I know there's one spot potentially maybe gone, but it is first come, first serve basis. My husband will build this out for you. And the investment on this with all of that included is $2,500. You will train with him so you know how to manage it. If you want him to manage it thereafter it is built, then there will be a percentage that he will obtain for managing and running your business for you. So outside of just setting it up for you, he will maintain and manage it for a percentage. But you can get this thing built up, ran, on the road running, and yeah, you're good to go. We register, we do all the heavy lifting for you. So now they'll be contacting you instead of you trying to find where contracts is at. They just contact you. If you go on Indeed and you look up all of the government contracts in the transportation space, they have a contract, Pepsi Cola, okay? They have a contract, 7-Up. All these contracts to go drop off a wash machine and dryer. These are contracts and they have to hire. So we teach you how to go put your listing on Indeed, how to get your people, how to vet them. We teach you the whole 9 yards, okay? Once we get you up and rolling, you are able to shadow my husband who will build this out for you. So that is a $2,500 investment. Normally, he would, because I would allow him to do this, charge you $10,000 to build this thing out for you like this, just like he built his and multiple others. So it's one with a possibility of 2 spots left. Is there any questions for me? I'm gonna let y'all go. Thanks for hanging out. Much love. I appreciate you. Take the warning and the heed the warnings of the Most High God. He really loves us enough to prepare us. If you want any of those programs that I offered you guys have the information on the screen. I will delete this video within the next 6 to 12 hours and many other videos. That way nobody can come and be like, oh, I want to sign up today playing that okie doke. No, it's either now or it's not. It's either now or it's not. And you will pay me. Okay? If you want to do business with me, build with me, you will definitely pay me for my time because I didn't put in enough time sitting and serving that now it's time to get up and run. And if you want to join any of my programs or any of my mentorships moving forward after today, you will have to pay me for your delay. And you will have to pay me premium prices for me to take time from my family and from building and doing my assignment to try to help you get you and your family together. And then I will not accept anybody who loses their job or do whatever, end up in an emergency and think that they're going to come over and press me, say, hey, could you hurry up and build this because I failed to prepare and I waited so late and now I'm panicking because I don't know what to do. Okay. I know you said something about a book. Can I get access on Mid-Journey tips? Yeah. Mid-Journey is the bomb. All you need is a Discord. But yeah, you can get access on Mid-Journey tips for sure. A lot of us create our AI influencers realistic in Mid-Journey. But ChatGPT and there are a plethora of other apps that y'all don't even know that creates this. We create cinematic movies on some of our tools. You know, I can show you how I can sell my books. I'll actually show you. Once I put my avatar together. Let me close this out over here. Which I'm working on as we speak. So that's why I tell y'all won't be, me doing this is a thing of the past.
The world is waiting to hear your story. Join Books, Bestsellers, and Stages with Dr. Tawana. Use your words to create wealth. The world is waiting to hear your story.
I don't even have to at all. I don't have to show up and do anything, okay? At all. My AI.
Sherry, you really gave me the blueprint. I'm living my dream now. I told you, girl, closed mouths don't collect bags. Sherry, you really gave me the blueprint.
So I could change this, say, Dr. T, you really gave me the blueprint, and really insert my AI avatar there. I built this one just to see how it would look as another AI influencer. But yeah, we got all kind of
It's okay to take care of you, sis. You've poured into everybody else. It's your turn. Grab your copy of Rewrite, Reclaim, Rise, and start rewriting your story.
This is for a book that AI created. Grab your copy of Rise.
It's okay to take care of you, sis. You've poured into everybody else. It's your turn. Grab your copy of Rewrite, Reclaim, Rise, and start rewriting your story.
Rewrite, Reclaim, and Rise. That's the name of the book that ChatGPT created me. It's a self-worth book that she sells. Okay.
It's okay to take care of you, sis. You've poured into everybody else. It's your turn. Grab your copy of Rewrite, Reclaim, Rise, and start rewriting.
And see, my brand, Queen of Streams, is here. I can change this to Dr. Tawana Worlds or whatever it is so that my branding is here. And then where it says grab your copy, I could just add text, go over and modify that and edit it. But I love y'all. I gotta go, y'all. It's gonna take a cool minute to break this video up. But this will be deleted, and yeah, these opportunities will forever be gone. And you will definitely have to pay me what I want to be paid and not what I just accepted to be paid to help my people, because I don't owe anybody any affordability. Make your next move your best move. Go in peace and not in pieces. I pray that y'all are not some of those people I seen in my dream that was unprepared and this sneaks up on you like a thief in the night. I really do pray that that is not your portion, okay? I really do pray that you take heed to the warnings that the Most High have shared with us generously to give us time and to give us an opportunity to make a wise decision, to preserve us and those that He has allocated into our care, are assigned to us. With that being said, if you're interested, information is on the screen as well in the description of this video. It is time to rise and it is time to rule, okay? And if we wait or delay, it will cost us more than what we can ever imagine. Don't be one of the millions of people that will perish because they constantly fail or failing to prepare themselves accordingly. That being said, y'all have a blessed rest of your day, night, or morning, depending on what time zone you are in. And yeah, I'll be talking to you guys whenever the next time I'm here. Shalom.